So if I look at clients who are getting really good results and I look at clients who are really struggling, there is a few standout features. But I think the most important one is when I come to assess their nutrition intake and how that's affected their weight for the week. Their nutrition is extremely similar, i.e. there is not much variety in their meals. The meals themselves have variety within them because it's important that we're having protein, fats, carbs, fruit and veg in each, but they're not getting something different for every single meal. And I think that is a superpower because the moment you start to crave variety, you're bringing in even more variables, which makes it very difficult to determine what adjustments that we need to make and where to make them. And it's also something that brings about decision fatigue, and it is, in my view, more of a pleasure focus rather than a results focus way of trying to get results. You're only wanting variety just to keep you stimulated in some way. And so if we adopt a more stoic approach where we're focusing on being self-disciplined and doing what's necessary to get the results that we need to, I suggest that we take the approach that I'm going to outline. It's called the core meal matrix, and this is going to give you the framework to not crave variety and to be as consistent as possible, which is the key to getting results. So just to give you an overview, the objective is to simplify meal planning, which leads to better adherence and better results. Now, by this point, I'm going to assume that you know your macros. If not, hit the link in the description to access the Total Transformation Toolkit. There is a free macronutrient calculator in there. What you're going to do is you are going to turn these macros into meals. Now, the first quick step is to basically determine how many calories are going to be in each meal and how you're going to apportion your calories and macros to each meal. So there's a few options. If you've got 3 meals, then you can do 33% per meal. If you like to have 4 meals, 25%, 3 meals and a snack, 30% for each meal, 10% for your snack. Simple framework that you can use. That does not need to be a hard, fast rule, but you can start with that and then make alterations from there. Your menu. This is probably going to be the most important part of the process because this is where you choose the foods that you like, because that's what's going to ensure adherence, because you're not going to be forcing yourself to eat food that you don't like. So my recommendation, give yourself 2 options for breakfast, 2 options for lunch, 2 options for dinner, 2 options for snacks. Just have those 2 options, rinse and repeat during the week. But I can't stress how important this is because, as introduced in the video, not craving variety and keeping things simple is going to be the bedrock of your transformation. So I urge you to commit to this for a week or 2. Now, if you feel like it doesn't need to just be 2 meals, maybe you can increase it to 3 or sometimes 4. But what I'm trying to get through here is that it's important to have a limitation on the variety of meals that you're having, because if you're having something different for lunch and dinner every single day, it's going to be really, really hard to stay consistent. Protein is the hardest macronutrient typically to ensure that you're getting enough of, so it's important to ensure that each meal has the necessary amount for you to hit your goals, because when it comes to you getting into shape and getting the physique that you want, the protein number that I set for my clients is typically a non-negotiable. So if your protein target is 160 grams, divide that by 4, 40 grams of protein per meal. Do your very best to get that. Now, other approaches you can take that I can talk about in other videos are front loading, whereby you have a higher ratio of protein in your first 2 meals so that you're ensuring that you're getting even more in to make sure that you hit your number. But typically speaking, it's best to spread your protein throughout the day, and it might be better for muscle protein synthesis if you do that. So make sure that you have a plan to hit your protein and you're eating protein in every meal. Next, I would recommend 150 grams to 200 grams of veg in every meal, or around about 10 grams of fiber. That's going to ensure that you're getting all the micronutrients in, that you're getting enough fiber in, and that's going to be a great way for you to manage your hunger and stay healthy. At this point, you should add everything into MyFitnessPal. Important step. This is something that I do. So here's an example of my actual MyFitnessPal. They're all the meals that I have over the course of, let's say, a month. And typically on a Sunday, I will order 2 of those from my food prep company that I like to use, and then that set me up for the week. Sometimes I might get 3, sometimes I might get 4, no more than that. But it's important that they're in MyFitnessPal so that I can pre-track ahead of time what I'm going to eat in order to hit my targets. And so as you can see, there's an example of me inputting all of the food into MyFitnessPal, and I would do that on a Sunday for the next few days. And that's it, the core meal matrix. It's essentially a system that we use in order to ensure that we are being as consistent as possible, that we're making planning much easier. If you find that approach helpful, do let me know in the comments. And if you have further questions on that or anything more specific to your situation right now, do let me know and I'll be happy to answer them. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.